Well, good evening there, survival men. In this video, you guys, I'm going out here in the field and gather some plants for medicinal purposes. However, I'm not telling you to use these plants. I'm just going to show you how to identify them. You can look up and do the research on them your own self. But if I give you some good photographs and tell you what some of the uses are, I think that you can benefit from that, especially in this day and hour. I know that when you go to, the hospital or someplace like that, and they write you a prescription, my God, you can't hardly afford nothing anymore. But anyway, the point is we're going to identify some plants that are useful, that you can find right out here in the wild, just about anywhere in the world. These plants will be growing, okay? So let's do some close-ups of it, and then we will talk just a little bit about that. One of my favorites, you all, for the urinary tract is goldenrod. This happens to be the woodland variety of it, but the tall one works the same way, the ones that you'll see in the field. But even in the mountains, you can find goldenrod, and you can see, hear that nasty jet coming over? You can't go anywhere now and do a video that you ain't got some stinking noise going on. But anyway, that's goldenrod. For the urinary tract, you guys, this is one of the go-to plants out here in the forest. So what do? Take it home and dry it, or you can use it fresh, whichever way you want to. You can use the leaves, but especially use the flower heads. And this will clean up your urinary tract system. Okay, you all, we have rabbit tobacco, pearly everlasting, sinus infections, colds and flu. This right here is a bitter tasting herb. You can make a tincture out of it, or you can use it as tea. This is one of the things that you want to go to when you got sinus problems. Pearly everlasting, rabbit tobacco. You can take it home and dry it. You can see the leaves are already drying on it, because when it starts to bloom, the leaves will dry, and then it's ready to go. But you can also use it green as well. And folks, it's just as good green as it is dry, okay? I've heard some people say different to that, but this stuff is just as good green and as potent green as it is dry. I'm going to take a little bit of it and chew it like tobacco. Get just a little bit more. And while I'm doing this video, I'll have that in my mouth, just swallowing the juice. All right, you all, I'm showing you blackberry vine. Any types of berry vines. The kind, any of the berries that you can eat, you can make a tea out of the leaves. And what's that good for? It's good for your bowel system. It's also good to help you sleep. That's just a blackberry vine. And I think I said in another video, you can take the roots and boil them down and drink that tea and stop the diarrhea. That's a white pine, you all. There's no use in you being out of vitamin C when you can take the needles off of this pine tree right here, and the bark as well, and use that for vitamin C, because that's what you're going to get out of it. Just don't bring it to a boil. Just steep it. White pine. Blackberries. Just your common thistle, you all. This one here is called spear thistle. Not only is the plant edible, but that root is good for your liver. And we're gonna get rained on here, I think. Now, if you got any clover in your yard, you all, especially this kind of clover, this white clover right here, packed with B vitamins. We got our C out here and we got our B as well. That white clover. All right, you all, if you're on blood thinners, right here's your natural blood thinner. Red clover. Red clover. And I know there's a lot of people out there that's on blood thinners. But what if you're in a survival situation, you can't find that blood thinner anymore? What you gonna do then? Just give you that shot right there of all that white stuff, you all. It's all rabbit tobacco all the way back through there. Tons of it growing out here in the woods. Give you a shot going west there, you all. In the mountain range over there, you can see a good rainstorm going through the mountain right over there in the distance. Coming all the way to the ground, you can see it. And you know what? I believe it's coming this way. We shall see. Common broom sedge. Did you know that not only did they make brooms out of this stuff, but did you know that the Catawba Indians used the roots for backaches? They would take that stuff out there and make a tea out of it and use it for a backache. The Cherokee, you guys, used it for diarrhea. They washed the frostbite and things like that, sores, itching, and they also used it for hemorrhoids and poison ivy. That's a pretty common plant right there. Let me get around there in front of it. Broom sedge. You wouldn't have thought that, would you? Just this common green plant that they make brooms out of has got all kind of different medicinal uses. Frostbite, washing the frostbite, cleansing hemorrhoids, the root for backache. I mean, that's just a couple of the things that the Indians, different tribes, use these things for. And they're plentiful. Guys, did you know that you can eat ragweed? This stuff, it makes people sneeze in the fall of the year when it goes to pollinate itself. These seeds were gathered by the tons, you guys, by the Indians, ground into bread, and were made into bread. Ground into grain, and were turned into bread, cakes. You can eat the whole plant, ragweed. You know what it tastes like? Ragweed. Doesn't taste bad at all, you all. Imagine, you're out here, you people who think you're going to run to the woods, and you know what to eat, do you? You know where to go get all the food and all the vitamins and minerals that you need. 99% of you people don't know nothing except you read it in a book. That's sad. Get out here in the woods, learn your plants. Learn all your herbs. Learn all your edibles. Because if you're out here forever, you ain't gonna last a day unless you know what to do. Hey guys, that's it for this particular video. I'll be doing some more study on some more plants here just right here in the future. Like I say, I'm not a doctor. I'm not prescribing these plants for you. I'm just telling you what they look like and what they were used for by the Indians and the white settlers when they come in here, and the Indians showed them how to use this particular stuff. This one place right here, you guys, is about a square mile. It's literally covered with pharmaceuticals. Anything that I just showed you can be bought at Wally World, okay? Guarantee you, any of this stuff can be bought at any herbal store here in the United States. And I guess that's why it makes Big Pharma mad when, you know, just regular old people that can't really afford their drugs that they try to prescribe to them know what to use when they come out here in the woods, or they just gonna use them all their life like I've been doing. Basically, that's what I use. Everything. You can see it. For a square mile here, it's just literally covered with pharmaceuticals that you can buy right over the probably any Walmart herbal section of Walmart. You can find any one of these herbs. Now, whether they're the real thing or not, I do not know. That's why I don't like to do that kind of stuff. I like to come out here in the woods, harvest the stuff when it's supposed to be harvested, dry it, make a tincture out of it, make oils out of it, make whatever you're going to do with it, and store it that way so that when you have a condition that you need to use it for, that you have it on hand. Okay, you all, with that, may the good Lord bless you. Have yourself a wonderful day.